Yo, it's Red Level TV, host me yourself RB, and we're a special guest today. Introduce yourself.
Yes, it's Creezon, here to have a conversation, you get me? Creezon, no loss to infinity, too deep for society.
Bernice moved to the Midlands, passed me by my heritage, St. Kittsland. My ancestors moved around, traveling the distance. Essence of a king, and that's the energy I'm bringing. Building an embassy, a kingdom on a legendary mission. 33 vertebrae can't perpetrate, I circulate the energy up my spine.
So, what inspired you to become an artist?
Yeah, I've always had an innate understanding of music and just the dance of sound itself, and I think from young, I understood that. Like, for example, when I was young, I'd hear songs on the radio and I'd hear in my head, I'd hear all the harmonies to it, like straight away, you get me? So I just knew something was different. So, yeah, my uncle bought me an MP3 player, and there were loads of different types of music on it, R&B, mainly R&B though, you get me? So I would listen to them songs as I was sleeping, and I feel like me downloading all that knowledge of information in that music, it gave me a catalyst and an understanding of how music is structured. So then when I started listening to music for myself, these artists would inspire me to kind of make my own music. And then also because my family's musical, my cousins make music as well, that kind of inspired me as well to say, you know what, I can do that.
Yeah. How would you describe your sound as an artist?
So I'm mainly influenced by hip hop, grime, and R&B. So when you listen to my music, you'll hear those elements. For example, on the choruses, you'll probably hear melodic harmonies, but on the verses, you'll hear me break into something fiery. You get me, and lyrical and rhyming patterns. So I'd say, yeah, my style is very ebb and flow.
Throughout your journey so far, have you faced any challenges, and what have you done to overcome them?
Good question. I think it's perception. I think people's perception of who you are, of who I am on my journey. You know what I'm trying to say? I think because mainly when it comes to rap, when it comes to genres within that field, people's content is it's low vibrational, in it. People's content is very, you know what I'm saying, it's fast food music a lot of the time. But because what I'm bringing is not of that, it's of something authentic, it's of something that it brings value. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd like to think. You know what I'm saying? So I think people refuse to see that, especially when you're from the same place as them. They refuse to see that you're actually bringing value, and I think that's a longer journey for me because I'm trying to bring value. You get me? I'm not just trying to do it for the quick bag. I love this, what I do. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I say is my biggest challenge, altering the perception of people for them to see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Next question, share to me your creative process.
So I view music as a dance, innit? Like the sound is dancing, and in order for me to make the best product, I have to become that sound. I have to flow with the sound. So if I hear music, my instant thought is, how does this feel? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not trying to be too logical straight away, which has been a problem for me because I'm so inspired by lyricism. It's like it's been a problem for me. But when I realize I can break that into my melodic side, and I can just say, how does it make me feel? You know what I'm saying? Then I can come with the meaning later. That's what I've learned to do in my writing process. So like, I'll listen to the beat, I'll determine how it makes me feel, and then I'll just vibe with that, make sounds that flow over that, and then later on I'll be like, okay, what words make sense to that rhythm and to that melody? So I kind of put the pieces together in a gradual process of becoming it.
What artists have made a significant impact on you?
Yeah, good question. I'll say in order, chronologically, in it. The first significant impact was made by Naturally Seven. They're a group of a cappella singers, male group, and I used to listen to them on the MP3 that my uncle gave me. And the range of like harmonies and like the extents they will go to of like just it was amazing. They just inspired me, and it melodically. I've never heard anyone that goes to the levels they go to when it comes to like singing. You get me? It's just amazing. A cappella as well. You get me? That's my first influence. My second influence, Busta Rhymes. When I found out about Busta Rhymes, he's the first artist that, you know, when you like get to that age where you start listening to music like for yourself, you know what I'm saying? that was Busta Rhymes for me. Like I was like, yo, who's this Don fam? Why does his voice sound like that? Like it's hard. Like, that's what it was like. Listening to him, like, yo, his voice just sounds sick, fam. And then I started to understand, like, as I got older, when I was listening to his actual albums, like artistry and like the piecing together of it. Like he just showed me that. And then thirdly is Gets. He's just raw. You know what I'm saying? And the way that I can see how his rawness has been tamed. Like he's tamed his rawness over time, and it's like mastering his style. Like, yeah, it's inspirational. I think those three for me are the main influences.
So for people who inspire to be an artist and want to obviously become an artist, what kind of information would you like to give to them?
So definitely be yourself, because that's the power you have that no one else has. Just automatically, no one else is you in it. So you have an essence that no one else has. But as well as that, I say listen to the feedback. That's something I've struggled with a couple times, but I'm getting over it. You know what I mean? Listen to people's feedback, because people say, "Oh, it doesn't matter what people think," but I think it does matter what people think, because they have a perception of you, and it's like, I think, you know what I mean. You can take that and you can learn from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice.
Can you share to us upcoming projects? What you got going under the cameras?
I got a couple things going on. I'll share one of them. I got a thing. It's called, well, it's not a thing. It's a project. It's called 1% of the 1%. That's going to be an amalgamation of all the music I've been making over the past about 2 years. My favorite music, but put together consciously. You get me? As an album, basically, it's 1% of the 1% that's coming out at the end of this year. And I feel like everybody that's tapped in to my thing, you're gonna enjoy it. You get me? All the Creezon supporters, I think you're gonna appreciate this project most definitely.
I'm sure you're working hard on that.
Yeah, man, I've been working hard. I've been waiting to release this music, so I can't wait to share it with you guys.
How do you see your career evolving throughout the years, upcoming years?
So my aim is to just build my fan base and to create a sound that represents me. You get me? Something that doesn't exist yet, but also represents what has existed. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's familiar, but it's new. And through that sound, just connecting people. Like, yo, you listen to that as well. I listen to that too. I get that feeling from that music too. Let's be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to be.
So what platforms can the audience find you on?
Find me on all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of them. That's Creezon Online at Creezon Online, CREZ online.
All in the description below. Tap there. That's what you see.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's been Creezon.
It's been RB. Peace out.